archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm having a Forgotten City adventure. Let's continue our game, shall we? So that's down away. Where was I? I've reset this, don't worry. I think I was doing quite well. Not the longest game in the world. Though there's more than one ending, so let us begin with a plan. Time paradox, yes. Cynthia's stuff. Stolen axe. Find evidence linking Melolius to the name Quincatus. What fucking that name? Yes. Gonna play smarter. It is Monday. We use the tracking system immediately, rather than doing that thing I sometimes do and just faff for like 40 minutes, then start playing the game. I think we have to sort of aggressively rest. I'm currently running in the wrong direction now, but this will pick me. I want to save my game as well. I also have to follow her, don't I? The tablet. So.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, isn't
it? I need to talk to Ulpius.
All right, well, it was lovely to meet you.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Ulpius, what are you doing?
That...
What?
Why do you...
Thank...
Do a flip.
I am out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Was that my fault?
That was not your fault.
It was.
That was... I'll have to...
We'll let my game. Telling him to do a flip was not the right answer, strangely enough. Well, I double checked just in case.
All right.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Just skipping through the dialogue.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no.
That's what
This is what Scintilla would want.
you... Well, you don't... If I backed out now... Oh, but we're still in debt bondage.
Well, no, but I could probably raise the money if you give me some time.
No. No. Time's up. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Did we have to find Scintilla?
I'll have to let her.
Why is that? Collecting.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no.
That what? You. Well, you. If. Oh. Yulia and I are in debt bond.
See?
So. Exactly. Nobody does. I am out. Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Oh, Pierce, no! I'll have.
I'm following her. Sneaky. I found her, she's here. I wonder where she's going.
Citizen.
Hey, bugs. Going on a whole trek, isn't she? Ask if I want it. You should just come for a run. He ends up just where we started. Ish. Figured out a way into the locked shrine.
What are you doing here? Please leave.
Cool, that was really easy. What quest should we do next? I want to have it tracking. Unless it does. these three? Yeah, we could just keep stealing money until and resetting time. Yeah, to keep going. So
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
Is this your final warning, Sinner? Ooh. What is this? Rufius. No, Rufius, what are you doing? Just knock it off. And let us confront Rufius. It won't help us get the plaque though, because we know where the plaque is already.
Citizen, name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
You're the one threatening Virgil.
No idea what you're talking about?
I found I know it was you. I found an incomplete letter to him in your quarters.
Look, I haven't been at my best lately. I know that. It's the rheumatism. It starts with constant pain in all your joints. Then the pain starts to mess with your head. Makes you angry, mean.
Sounds like it sucks, to be honest.
That's not an excuse for how I acted. But it's the truth. But with the willow bark, I'm already starting to feel like myself again. I'll leave him alone from now on. It's not as if I was ever going to hurt him anyway. I was just lashing out. I'm going to go and clean up the graffiti. Just forget this ever happened. Will you?
No problem.
A new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name... I hear we have you...
Don't worry about the threats. It's just Rufius. He's never going to hurt you.
What demon or spirit told you about that?
Found an incomplete note in his house.
You went snooping in his place? That was risky. We're lucky you didn't cross any lines. Have you spoken to him about it?
Yes, he won't be bothering you anymore.
Really? How did you manage that?
Found a treatment for his rheumatism, which was making him agitated and compounding some other personal issues.
Ah, poor fellow. I've heard that can really mess with a person's head. Well done for figuring that out.
Bit of help? I think he wants to help clean up his graffiti too.
Really? That's promising. I'll keep an eye out for him. Well, Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions in this place. And while it's all a bit vague, at least he has a vision. My vote isn't for sale, if that's what you're asking. Nice to talk to you.
Okay, that didn't give me anything but... Oh, he's come to help. Clean up graffiti when it's... Oh, you sand it down. So, Ulpius is dead. It's going to be very difficult to talk to him about anything. Yeah, it doesn't drag. Vicious. Hello, I need to get Melodius to out. I can get a creative way to get up a system.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Yes.
A new face. Arve and may Vestal. Let me hurts and find so it.
Hercules couldn't manipulate time to turn organic matter into gold.
Are you telling me that you can? I won't pretend to understand exactly what that means, but if that's true, then perhaps you stand a chance. So, if you want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can. Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day. But first, you'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll
So I need
need to
4
enter
plaques.
the great temple overlooking the city. The problem is, the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a keyhole. I suspect the answer lies in the desecrated obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there are 4 plaques missing from its base. It looks as though somebody, or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and angered our divine keeper. If you could recover and replace all 4 of those missing plaques, I imagine he might be willing to receive an
All
audience
roads
again.
lead to Rome.
It's the towering stone module. However, May 4th.
Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Yes, why?
Nobody's told you about Hannibal? Ugh, why do I have to do everything round here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway, a few days later, he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance, I can just make out his body, sprawled out on the ground, and hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie. I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed. And it was eating Hannibal.
You do?
What any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there and put a sign at the door to warn the others.
It's a great story, but I'm still going to go down there.
Well, it's your funeral.
Five left. Ah. No. Fuck. I might want to check lower first anyway. Dear death. Emaciated human-like creature splattered in gold appears to have been crushed to death while entering the system from the cave beyond. Looks like. Fuck.
Who are you? Did he send you?
Proximus and nobody sent me.
Do you know you're here? You have to help me escape before that monster comes back.
What's going on here?
I'm Scintilla. I found a way out through the Gate of Horn, but it's locked. So I told him about it, and instead of helping me escape, he locked me up. He wants to keep us all here forever, or until we're turned to gold. He's a monster. You have to let me go so we can kill him and take his key.
How hasn't this broken the golden rule?
I don't know. He said the gods are on his side because they don't want us to escape either. Sentius, my adoptive father. Furies help me. I'll castrate and crucify him.
Where's the way out?
Behind me, there's an aqueduct tunnel bringing water from outside the city, so it should lead us outside. The only problem is it's barred by a heavy locked gate, and he has the only key.
What will you do if I release you?
I'm going to take that key from around his neck, even if it means cutting his throat to get it. I'm done caring about the golden rule. I just want out. Help me, and we can escape together.
What about the others?
There won't be enough time. Just you and me. What do you say?
What if I round up everyone so they're ready to escape once the...
There's no time. Wait, did you hear that? He's here. Quick, you have to let me go. It's now or never.
Gene, let's get out together.
Oh, thank you. Now follow. Wait, did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him. Stay right here and
be
keep on talking
Fantasio.
while I look for something I can use.
A metaphor? Okay. That's that. Oh.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she?
As if I tell you.
So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, this doesn't change anything for me. It's a shame, really. If you'd just done what you were supposed to, you'd have been looping through time forever
Yes.
until you gave up and killed yourself. Just like that soft-hearted pleb.
Yeah, I played it before I started streaming. It is on the YouTube channel. But I only played the version without the voice acting, so I read everything out loud. You remember Al?
Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything.
Ah.
You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one loop to the next.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Serpenter's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you were a little bit sharper than Al was. Or perhaps you're just more willing to break the rules. He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunted. And when he finally saw the futility of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. He drank a jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck, and took his own life, just before he was shot with a golden arrow. The next time I awoke, you showed up, but you've caught up to where he was so quickly. I'd have preferred if you'd given me more time to enjoy the trappings of my success. How many extra days did you give me? Just the 8? Not a lot compared with Al, but I've seized every day nonetheless. In any case, there's no escape for you except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet. What was it? Ah, yes. better to end it all now than find out what awaits you beyond that portal. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it?
Asked me to figure out. Yes, I think Disco Elysium's amazing. It does things. It's very. It is not a million miles away from this game, in terms of it being mainly about dialogue. I mean, if you don't know the basic premise, you're an amnesiac cop trying to solve a murder. But when I say amnesiac, I mean he's drunk so much in a 3-day bender that he's forgotten his name, he's forgotten the world he lives in, he's forgotten absolutely everything. And shenanigans can ensue because of that. You asked me to figure out what was going to break the golden rule, knowing I'd fail every time.
Of course. There's no way you could have succeeded. Every soul who has ever found themselves here has broken the golden rule eventually. It is inevitable. Man will always sin sooner or later. Any idiot could tell you this, but where others might see tragedy, I saw opportunity. As I told you the first time we met, I found a way to cheat death by reliving the same day over and over again forever. And I will continue living long after your dust.
You knew there was a way out and even locked up your own daughter to keep it a secret. Why?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attached to all this. My title, my beautiful villa, the sun on my face, the music of birds chirping. And as long as this day keeps repeating itself, I get to enjoy it all, over and over again, for eternity.
Malolius really is the better guy, isn't he?
I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely, to cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself?
It requires I can't kill him, it emotes, it paradoxes. Not if it requires. Actually, I can because I can just skip the way. I'm going to die a painful death for this.
Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow?
Magic bow. Probably could, but I'm going to let her have this one.
Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on, we have to go. Hey, what's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
Oh, Worf, I came in here to find you.
Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Proximus. I was hoping you'd know who I am.
Funny you should ask. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kind of rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina. Freed an imprisoned woman named Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said the attack caused golden statues to come alive, hunting down everyone in the city and turning them into gold. Apparently, the only person to survive was Scintilla, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light.
Actually, that was me.
What? You're saying you were here 2,000 years ago? I'm not sure I understand.
When I first arrived here in present day, I found your corpse hanging from a noose.
I'm sorry, come again?
Love the suicide note you covered into this tablet here.
Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar? I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is disturbing, but I don't understand how I could have written it.
Written by a different version of you, a change the past, your fate.
I'm not following.
This is the same ending though. Help Scintilla kill the man who opened the time portal and drew you back in time, preventing it from ever happening.
So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this. I guess you saved my life then, as well as helping that poor woman to escape.
That's different though, so there are some differences. One.
A lot to take in.
I've talked, how do we get out of this place?
Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Scintilla used, if we can find it.
Right here in the system, follow me. Okay, cool, we'll get some more. And I'm guessing that's ending too. Well, we're still dead, obviously. The river.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
I do.
You go on ahead. I'll be there soon.
Is Karen?
You're back. But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
I found him, he'll be here in a moment.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait?
Discovered your real name is Karen, or was it Curtie?
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions.
Who are you, really?
You can just call me Caroline, if you like. I am sorry I was not completely honest with you when we first met. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience, that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth in their own time.
What truth is that?
That you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here. My role, as the servant of the god of the underworld, has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living
Yes, you're a psychopath.
to the land of the dead.
How did I die?
Usually, when people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible trauma. Most souls would rather not remember. Ask yourself honestly, do you really want to know?
Yes.
As you wish. You were murdered. You were exploring an old tomb when you discovered a cache of forgotten relics, including 2 silver coins of ancient origin. Unfortunately, as you emerged into daylight, you were set upon by 2 thieves. A nearby hiker saw the scuffle break out and leapt to your aid, trying to help you recover your bounty. You both fought bravely, but your assailants were armed, and you were not. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours later. That man's name was Al Worth. You were each in possession of a sacred coin, called Karen's Opal by some. And so it was my duty to bring you here.
Alright, but like, since the fall of Rome, does that system just not exist anymore? What's so special about these coins?
Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin in their mouths to pay the ferrymen for passage across the river. Well, those stories contained a seed of truth, but not any coin would do. A long time ago,
My master created 1,000 silver coins and had me distribute them across the world. My orders were simple. Whenever a person died in possession of a coin, I was to locate them and ferry them here.
You just dump them all in Rome? Why?
That is a question you would have to ask him, if that were still possible. In light of the path you have chosen, I am just his servant, doing his bidding. Only now, I find myself bereft of purpose. You see, the coins on you and Al were the last of the 1,000 in existence. There is nobody else to ferry here, nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course.
Can you return us to the land of the living?
I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an event 2,000 years ago. Supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of, well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was Scintilla?
How could you... What?
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to read it. Here, take a look.
What's up?
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but I want you to know that I will never forget you, or what you did for me. It pains me that so many dear friends were not so fortunate. Ulpius, Cynthia, Lucretia, Horatius, Galerius, poor Dooley, and the others. But please understand, their blood is on my hands, not yours. I will live with the consequences of my actions, and all I can do is move forward, trying to show others the same compassion you showed me. I promise you that saving my life will not be for nothing. Scintilla. Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first, you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Okay, very so. Before. Night is young. Gonna continue. Oh, actually, I'll just press the escape button.
Behind me. The only I'm done. There was.
Oh, but if I let you go, everyone else is gonna die.
What? No! Just leave me here. How can you be so heartless?
It's too dangerous. Let me see if I can persuade Sentius to let us go.
It's no use. You'll never persuade him of anything. I'm telling you, he's a monster. Please.
Sorry, I tried.
You're making a mistake.
I almost missed those arrows. It's loading.
Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment. Whatever.
Citizen, we're finally alone. I assume I must... Is that about? Seems rather...
Know what you did to Scintilla?
Me? What are you talking about?
You're keeping her tied up in the cistern.
You know, you remind me of him.
Who?
Al Worth. The fellow who came through the portal before you.
What?
Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything. You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one loop to the next. Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you were a little bit sharper than Al was. Or perhaps you're just more willing to break the rules. He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunted. And when he finally saw the futility of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. He drank a jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck, and took his own life, just before he was shot with a golden arrow. The next time I awoke, you showed up. But you've lived through the dead 9 times? Most impressive.
I like this counting.
And yet everything you've done has been in vain. All those people you murdered, thinking you were a hero, they died for nothing. Because there's no escape. Except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet. What was it? Ah, yes. Best to take your own life now. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it?
knew there was a way out and even locked your own daughter to keep the secret. Why?
Why? Isn't it obvious? And as long as this day keeps repeating itself, I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely.
Over the key to the exit.
And why would I agree to that?
Don't hand it over, you might have an uprising on your hands.
You might want to think that through. If anyone so much as touches me, everyone dies.
The right thing to do.
Oh, you and your pathetic morality. Nobody cares about your opinions or what happens where you're from. Least of all, me. Understand that to me, you've never been anything more than a useful idiot, and you're no longer useful.
What's to stop me from taking it by force?
The only way you're getting this key is over my dead body. And if I die, I won't be able to open the portal for you again, meaning you'll have created a paradox. You see, it was my actions that brought you to this point in time, so if you kill me, you'll stop me from doing so, and you being here will be an impossibility. That means if I die, you'll be flung back to your original time, having caused the deaths of everyone here, and you'll never be able to undo it. Is that what you want?
This isn't over.
I certainly hope not. In fact, I want it to go on and on forever, until you wither and die like Al did, and the gods send yet another useful idiot to extend
Oh no, I'm the last one,
life
buddy.
for me.
I find a way to break the cycle, and you with it.
What are you going to do? Beg the gods for help? They don't care about you, and neither do I. Now, get out of my villa. I'm bored with you.
Hey, I figured out who's most likely to break the rule. Steal some.
Citizen.
Oh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. I trust...
Does this guy not have any money? This is the other one.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh, I have 1,000 denarius.
Salve, friend. Oh.
Oh, wait, see, that's got extra context.
Poor Virgil. Poor Rufius too, I guess. All right, got it. Yulia. Oh no. All right, I can do that.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but I'll go.
That's quite an impressive bow you got there.
I'm in a rush. A life to save. Right, how'd it go? Aye.
Salve, friend. Well, all right.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
I have to try and skip through as fast as possible.
No. Orpheus, what are you doing?
That's the... What? I'm...
Help.
Until
You know about that? Well, you don't understand. If I back... Oh, but we're still in debt, but... No, I am out.
Right, I have to get money.
Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Orpheus, no!
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes. Yes, thank you. Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony? That was, well...
Election.
Are you insane? You barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous demands? Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win?
Because if you don't, I'm going to kill you.
You fool.
The many shall suffer.
Can't threaten people. I knew that, but I forgot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes. Thank you. I'm delighted. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, citizens, that under my leadership you will finally enjoy the freedoms you deserve. And no more eggshells, yes. No more should you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe because the tyrant Sitius told you it was forbidden. Yes, my first act, yes, magistrate, I hereby announce a day of, a day of celebration. I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an...
How does he no money to steal if he's been stealing money from everyone?
I'm not supposed to be in here.
Can we talk?
Talk? What business could you possibly have with me?
Are you locked in this room?
My marital affairs are no concern of yours. Thank you very much.
Well, would you like some help getting back at Malolius?
An intriguing proposition. Go on.
I don't think Malolius is who he says he is.
Perhaps you're not as silly as those clothes make you look. What makes you say that?
Just a hunch. I was hoping we could figure out his true identity together.
You know, I may have the very thing you're looking for. Some time ago, when he still cared for me, he wrote me a love letter. Only, he used the wrong name. Now, addressing one's wife by the wrong name is not unheard of among philandering Romans. But in this case, the name he got wrong was his own. I confronted him about it, and he stammered through some incoherent response. I let it go, eventually, and yet questions have lingered in the back of my mind ever since. But wait a minute. Why exactly are you helping me?
I want to force him to withdraw from the election.
To withdraw? Listen, I may not be Penelope to his Ulysses, but to ruin his plans to become a magistrate? You must think me quite mad. I've heard enough. Get out of here at once. Domitius, come quickly. We're being robbed.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Out. Ooh, we are making progress. Do the escape? Do it all over again. Okay. Wonderful. that's a pixel.
Salve, friend.
Goodness.
Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back? Oh. You? Poor. All right, I'll.
Ooh, working on it, Rufus. Yep, that was a dumb way to double check. Ah, no, it will give me. Save, like, just in case. Let's skip through this goddamn thing.
I can't believe this is how it
You
ends.
can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No.
That why? You. Well, you don't. If I backed up. Oh, that was.
Actually, I do.
Really? Wait. So, I guess you'd want me to work for you then?
Nope, you'd be free.
You'd do that for us? A couple of complete strangers?
Of course.
It seems today we're both blessed. This did not turn out how I thought. Thank you, friend. I never thought people like you existed.
Here's your money.
Thank you. I'll go and pay off our debts immediately. I just wish there was some way I could repay you. But I have nothing but the tunic on my back.
What about
I'll
it?
go and take care of things with Malleolus and tell Yulia the
Malleolus.
good news. Thanks again, friend. I'll never forget what you did for us.
Right, don't feel guilty for this. I'm not. Oh fuck!
Thank you. Thank you.
What happened to his pool? He had a pool. Is it because the previous guy breaks it? Oh. Oh, there is water there. I'll try one more.
Thank you. Thank you.
I get in. Fuck. Oh, I can just climb up, can't I?
obey.
Thank you. Thank you. I am deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes, yes, thank you. Right in there. Deeply honored. Thank you. And now, I make this solemn
I wish.
I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. And, yes, no more.
You're not supposed to be in here. Talk.
It's your story.
I think a better question is, why am I being interrogated by a stranger who just barged into my villa? I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to explain to my husband why I'm receiving strange men in private.
Do you know a way out of here?
Preferably the way you came in, by which I mean, please leave.
What do you think about the golden rule?
I think it's about to be broken if you don't hurry up and leave.
I'm making friends. Do you know anything about Scintilla's disappearance?
The dainty little thing from next door? Of course not. As much as I despise her father, I would never lay a finger on that poor, sweet child.
Fair enough.
An intrigue. You know, now I'll let, but
I hate to see such a beautiful woman treated so poorly.
oh, aren't you charming? I'm quite sure my husband would seethe with impotent rage if he overheard you say that. I love it. It seems our interests are aligned. I imagine knowing his true identity will give me the leverage I need to manage him appropriately. But first, I need you to do something for me.
What do you want?
I want you to bring me some wine. Just one small urn should do it. Oh, don't look at me like that. I know this must be hard for you to wrap your sweet little pleb head around. So what do you need me to spell out?
Do you want wine?
Let me tell you something about Malleolus. He talks a lot about freedom, but what he doesn't tell you is that he means freedom for men. After all I've done for him, counselling him through his entire election campaign, and he had the audacity to lock me in here. He said it was for my own good, and that my drinking was unbecoming of a lady, let alone the wife of a magistrate. I'll show him unbecoming. Tonight, at his victory party, I'm going to get good and merry, and if he tries to discipline me again, I'll threaten to expose his true identity in front of everyone. I am so looking forward to it.
What did you get yourself?
You mean, aside from the fact that I'm locked in this room, and Domitius is right outside the villa, because there's barely any left in the city. In fact, there's only one small urn, as far as I'm aware. And getting it won't be easy. So you'll help me?
And I'll get you some wine.
Excellent. Now, you'll need to pay a visit to that strumpet Aurelia in her tavern. I expect you'll have to flatter her a bit. If that doesn't work, you might be able to get some advice from Yulia, who's probably still at the shrine of Apollo. I heard they used to be close. They both appreciate the poetry of Sappho of Lesbos, if you get my meaning.
Do, yes. Act on it.
Thank you.
Shalom.
What's your story?
You mean where am I from and all that? Judea, originally. But when I was a child, I moved to Rome with my family, Romanized my name and spent most of my life in the Jewish district of Trans-Tiberim, across the Tiber from the main city. That's where I was when the fires broke out. Everyone was running toward the river and I, listening to my inner contrarian, ran the other way. Every road leading out of Rome was in chaos, full of people with all their belongings in carts and brigands preying on them. Several hours down the Appian Way, I saw another Jewish family being attacked by 3 opportunists. So I picked up a branch from the side of the road and went to defend them. I can only assume they got the better of me because the next thing I knew, I was waking up in a forest, by a river not far from here, with no memory of how I got there. It's strange though, because I still had my purse on me. Why would a robber knock me unconscious and throw me in a river, but not take my coins?
Good on you for risking your life to help others.
A lot of good it did me. And that family. I sometimes wonder what happened to them.
You know a way out of here?
I don't. But even if I did, I'm not going anywhere. I have unfinished business.
Dun dun dun. What do you think about the golden rule?
Well, neither of us have a couple of hours to stand around talking about theology, law, and collective punishment, so I guess you're looking for a pithy summary? You remind me of an old story from my people about Hillel the Elder. He was approached by a Gentile and asked to explain the entire Torah while he stood on one foot. Obliging, he replied, "What is hateful to you, do not do to another." That is the whole Torah.
Golden rule. Yes.
The rest is commentary. Go and learn. Of course, what I want to know is, what kind of a god sees a young woman abducted and does nothing about it? Not my god. That's for sure. Thanks. I just wish there was a way to find out.
Who's gonna vote?
Sentius, I suppose. I'd have to be insane to vote for Malleolus after what he did to me. All right, friend. Thanks for the chat.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
New diary, I'm today I'm celebrating made the easiest 1,000 I've ever made by selling away out to Spit Full, of course. May not been the way to I'll read this later. So I figured this was probably important. So, get some more money. Don't hit me, it's me. Fuck. Saved.
Thank you. Why are you still... Finally!
Shalom. That's a lot of good. Well, thanks. All right.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you? You stay away from my money. Oh, do us all a favour and drink hemlock, Caput Murder. Oh, do us all a favour and drink...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.